Say hi to everybody. Please say hi. You're a good baby. So, good evening, everyone. As you can see, we have a special guest tonight for Show and Spell. Quite unexpected, but more than welcome. At the last minute, I actually, hello, yes, I know, I love you too. So, in case you have never met her before, this is Sybil. I have two cats. You're more likely to see Suki on camera because Suki, the kitten, Suki's the more rambunctious kitten, but Sybil usually sits next to me the whole time. And she's basically a person in a cat suit. So she's very chill, and she usually just kind of lends her little moral support while I'm doing these webcasts. So it was nice that she actually chose to be seen at the beginning of the webcast. So, like I was saying, okay, welcome to Friday Night Show and Spell. Okay, brought to you courtesy of LightClub, Curiosity Shop, in conjunction with the Chakra Witch. And what we tend to do on Fridays is it can be just about anything, but usually, there's talk of spell work. There's probably sometimes we do rituals depending on what's going on. And then, of course, we show different things. I was originally planning to show all of the new tea sets and things like that we got in, but we sold them all today. I don't know if anybody noticed any of the posts on the LightClub page. We put up a teapot and some cauldron mugs and everything. I didn't expect them to go as fast as they did. I'm going to try to get some more. I believe we have one teapot left. So, anyway, check that out if you get a chance on LightClub Curiosity Shop. I was going to do this whole unboxing thing, had a whole plan, but I have nothing left to unbox, so, and that's not a bad thing. The other thing is that we just had a new moon, okay, and for those of you, I know that anybody who comes to these broadcasts come in at all different levels. So even though a lot of this may sound as a review for some of you, maybe I put it in a different way than perhaps you have heard. So it's always worthwhile to revisit again when we talk about new moons. And as you know, new moon, new, that's when the moon is pretty much obscured in the sky. It's just starting to the process of resetting and beginning to wax again towards a full moon, which will happen 2 weeks from now. Now, with the new moons, because of the word new, you are resetting. That's the time to kind of start new things. However, we are still in the middle of Mercury retrograde, which kind of warns you against that, right? Not necessarily that you shouldn't do it, okay, during a retrograde. That's not necessarily that you shouldn't start, but more that you should make extra certain that you are ready, that this is the right thing to do. You've kind of looked at it as closely as you possibly can, given it a little extra attention, and made sure that you have thought about it as much as possible. It's not the time to rush into anything, basically, which is kind of ironic because Mercury, it's all about speed, but we're kind of trying, it's kind of a calling to do what Mercury is doing, and when being as it has a faster orbit than the Earth, at one point it's going to feel like it takes on the illusion that it's moving backwards when it's actually just passing by an orbit. So when that happens, that's a time to take a breather. Okay? So, anyway, during this new moon retrograde energy, I say that this is the time to focus on things, kind of lending the thought and lending the mind power to the new projects you want to start. You want to take a little bit more time to organize your thoughts, to focus your thoughts and things like that before rushing forward into that. Okay, so this is the time to really delve into how you think about what you want to manifest. Okay. And what does that mean? Well, depending on how you think about what you want to manifest is going to determine how it is manifested, how quickly it may manifest for you, and how accurately, according, how much in alignment with your wants and needs. Because you can be thinking about something, but if you're thinking about it in a way that is not the most positive and the most in alignment with that which you want to manifest, it may not go the way you want. Like, for example, if you want to manifest love, but you turn around and say, well, all the good ones are taken. Okay, well, you're going to manifest that. Okay, because you're putting a lot of thought into that. So if you're thinking all the good ones are taken, you're going to manifest you experiencing the fact that all the good ones are taken. Okay, absolutely not true. Keep in mind that the person who is the most right for you has to be created by you. Okay? First, you have to be the most right for yourself. And then, when you're really confident in what you deserve and what you should be bringing into your life, then guess who's going to show up? So anyway, what I decided to do with and Sybil, I keep looking over here because she's right next to me, is Sybil gave me the idea because she kind of put her little feet on my rune cards. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be doing some one rune pulls, some rune readings for you. In a little bit, I've been shuffling them all this time while we're talking and just kind of putting in clear intentions. But before I open the floor for readings, I did want to talk a little bit about Valentine's Day coming up. We just had Imbolc passing by. And so we're focused on that. We also have a new class that we put out. I just announced it today for Love Deities by Michael Coyle, our instructor. He's also known as the Rambling He-Witch, and he does a great interactive course. So if you've and it's also very beginner friendly, but also chock full of information. That's great for just about anybody, I think. It's good for all levels. But very interactive, very fun. So if you get a chance to check that out, please. We still do have quite a few classes up on the LightClub page for February. So, and also plenty of readers available this weekend, and sessions, pretty much anything you could ask for. So just if you get a chance, you can always check us out at mylightclub.com. It explains all the readings, all the services, all the healing sessions, all the classes. So if you ever have a question about how does this go, or what does this look like, or something like that, all of the explanations are on our website, so you should check that out, as well as our products. Okay. So, back to talking about the energy of love. And the most important thing, and you're going to hear this all over and over again, to the point, I almost say ad nauseum, sometimes you get sick of hearing it, but if you're getting sick of hearing it, good, that means it's starting to really penetrate the noggin here, is that you want to make sure that your self-love is exactly where it should be in order to try to manifest any type of love coming into your life. And even if you already have love, but it's not quite the love that you're hoping for, it's not just full enough, it's not really encompassing enough, it's not really fulfilling enough. It's the only way love is ever going to be fulfilling enough for you is to make sure that you are extending all of that loving energy that you contain within you, that you want to extend towards somebody else, and you want to wrap around and share with somebody else and finally be able to let all that loving energy open. Well, guess what? Let that unleash upon yourself. And then when that happens, you're going to become a magnet for that love that you want, because you will already have it reside within you. You have to have it in you first in order to attract it, because it's always a like attracts like thing. So it's an interesting thing that we tend to attract lovers who reinforce how we feel about ourselves at a particular time. So they're basically just mirrors. Okay, so if you don't like what you're getting in the mirror, change your reflection. That's all. And just think about that over the weekend, and maybe cast some spells for self-love and see how that pays off. Okay, so I'm going to open up the floor now. I'm going to read until 7:30, and then I have to stop because I have a dinner date with my husband tonight, so I have to leave at 7:30. So, let's see, I see Megan on there. Okay, so I'm going to pull. So anybody, if I do mention you, if I do skip over you, I deeply apologize, but it's weird the way the comments come up in the little feed there. They don't always show me all the names, and I'll go back later and I'll see that people asked for a reading and it didn't even show up. Okay, so if I do skip over you, I apologize, but you know, I do get on to do readings every once in a while, so you know, I'll catch you sooner or later. Okay, so we'll start with Megan. Okay, and just kind of open your energy up so I can count. Okay, so you pulled Uggies, which is all about protection, believe it or not. This is something I think that you've been thinking about a lot lately, and it is upright. So what this is saying basically is that right now the universe has your back. So take comfort in that. And also, being as the universe does have your back, it's and if you're not necessarily feeling it, perhaps it's the time to try to reach out more towards your spirit guides, ask for more divine intervention, ask for guidance. Okay, because I think that's the only reason that you may not be feeling it, because it's showing that the universe is there. But again, it cannot assist you until you extend your free will towards being assisted. Okay, all right, so Kathy, okay. All right, you've got the horse. This means a step on the right path. So basically it says that something that you're doing lately is really taking you in the direction that you want to go. You've probably, a light bulb went on. Okay, so whatever you're doing, keep going forward with that. Okay, so good job. All right, and let's see. I see Deborah. Okay, so. All right. Now, this is interesting that this came right after the after Ansus, because this one is all about fast movement. So that with the first one, it's a step on the right path, and you're starting to move. But this one is now you have momentum. So whatever you started the ball rolling, whatever started taking you in this direction you want to go, now you're starting to see synchronicities, and things are really going to start to come together for you. So this is kind of like the beginning of manifestation. Okay, so let's see, Miss Paula. Okay, let's see what we got for you. Okay, and we've got all right. So you pulled the ox, okay, which is Purus, which is strength. Okay, so strength, determination. All right, so right now it's basically, this is a time, okay, what you're going through is a time for strength, a time for determination. You may be the only one feeling like being able to see or feel that you need to do a certain thing. All right, this is the time to really dig your heels in and go with your intuition. It doesn't matter if people are backing you up or not. It's what matters is that you believe in yourself. Okay, this is the time to really be the ox and to drive forward and do the thing. Okay, if you don't know what the thing is, you will when you're faced with it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Miss Marianne. Okay, and what we got? All right, new beginning for you. Okay, Rakana. So this one is basically it's usually a birth of something new, usually a new mindset or a new perspective or something like that. But you may be faced with some type of new beginning. It could be many different things, many different ventures or ideas. But typically I find that when people pull it, it's a new mindset, something like finally clicked for you. Okay, and that's going to take you in a whole new direction. All right, so let's see. Miss Maria. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That was a great comment. I like that very much. Now, Brianna. The one who got the last tea mug. Okay, so. Ooh, okay. You got a good one. You got my favorite. Okay, so this is Degas, and this is all about coming. If you look at it, I always liken this to kind of like going down a long dark tunnel and seeing the light streaming through on either side. So this is basically like a big breakthrough for you. And it's just saying that you're finally coming to the end of that long dark night of the soul, and you're going to step into the light. So finally things are coming together, and you have a great deal to look forward to. And the nice thing about this is there's no reverse. So no matter what way you look at it, you're coming out of the darkness. So, okay. And Miss Catherine, I see you. Okay. So what do we got for you? Okay. And you have Jera, okay, which is kind of like the seed splitting open, but it needs to be nurtured in order to grow. So this is a kind of a vulnerable time for a lot of self-care and making sure that this new beginning for you does grow. Okay, so what it is that there's a lot of, about new beginnings here, but it's also just interesting to note that it must be nurtured. Okay, and any new beginning, when you pull something like that, it's not necessarily, some people take it a little literally, but I always say the new beginning begins within yourself, so the nurturing must be to your soul. Okay, and take the time to nurture. Take advantage of the retrograde and make sure that you, sorry, okay, so my cat's playing with it there. So anyway, make sure that you take the time to kind of really roll through what direction do you want this new beginning to go. Okay, so Miss Joanne, I see you. Okay, and the warrior, boom, energy rising. Okay, time to rally the troops and rally the forces. Okay, something, stop holding back. Yeah, that's really all I can tell you on that one, but time to stop holding back. And if you're thinking, well, I usually don't hold back or something like that, it's not necessarily holding back with other people, it's holding back with yourself. Stop second-guessing yourself. Okay? And Miss Maria, of course you're going to get a reading. Okay, so let's see what we got for you. Oh, nice. Ba-bam! Lightning strikes. Success. Pow! All right, that's you is on fire. Okay, it's kind of the equivalent to the sun when you pull that with tarot. Okay, and let's see, Miss Lisa. Okay, so let's see what we got for you. Okay. Now, I have a feeling that you're kind of focusing on something in particular, so this is going to be a more specific thing. All right, so, and this is a nice one because it's basically saying that you are in tune with source energy, with the, your higher self. So whatever you're thinking about this particular situation, you are correct. Your instincts, trust your instincts. I think with you more, it's just that you are kind of trusting yourself, but it's more of an old habit that you are second-guessing yourself, and it's time to kind of let that go. Okay? All right. So Mary. Hello, Mary. Okay? So just kind of relax, open your mind, ask for what highest wisdom do I need to hear the most at this time, and let's see what we have for you. Okay. And I pulled, okay. And we pulled Gibo, the gift, okay, which is usually with a relationship, but this could mean a lot of different things. It can even mean the relationship with yourself. It's balanced, okay? When you have two halves falling at each other evenly, it strikes a perfect balance. It's not one leaning more than the other. You have harmony, there's mutual trust and respect and everything. So this can be many different things. It can be with a partner, it can be with business, it could be with a lot of different things you have in mind, but whatever popped in your head first, and it could even be your relationship with yourself is becoming much more balanced, you're in a good place. Whatever popped in your head first, that's what it's applying to. Okay? And Michelle. Okay, so now for you, you've got Thurisaz. Okay, it looks very similar to another rune where normally this is all the way at the top. If it's all the way at the top, you see how it looks almost like a little flag at half-mast. When it's all the way at the top, that means joy and happiness. So it's right now it's at half-mast. It's not necessarily meaning, something horrible, but it's saying that you are moving in the right direction, you are moving towards that happiness that you seek, but there are some things from the past that are just kind of holding you back that need to be released. It could be old mindsets, it could be things that you were taught and things like that. old thinking patterns where you tend to beat yourself up too much. It could be many different things, but it's just some things that just you need to release, and this is the perfect time during a retrograde to be working on that, doing some shadow work, so you can be much lighter when we pass through this retrograde fully. So what you're doing right now is right in tune with where we are universally. Okay, so all right, I am up to Diane, and I dropped one, so I have a feeling that's the one for you. Okay, and that again is the step on the right path. So it says you're new. Maybe being here is your step on the right. No, I'm just kidding. But I thank you so much for being here, and I'm thinking that you are at a point now where you're questioning a lot of things, and you're seeking out a lot more things than you did in the past. And this is kind of your message that you're on to something here. It's starting to speak to you. Your intuition is starting to open up. Just keep being drawn to things that inspire you, because it's going to open up that energy, that higher self that will give you that guidance that you seek. Okay, so all right, let me see. How about Magdalena? And I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. And what I get is, this is an interesting one. Okay, and it's upright, so that's good. Okay, so Miss Magdalena, this is the torch, passion, or something, excitement, really, really excited about something. The fire is coming forward. So if whatever it is, it could be a person, it could be something, just whatever it is that's exciting you at this time should be pursued. Allow that fire to continue to rise, especially now, when it's so cold out. I mean, that's a beautiful thing to be able to find that fire within, which will bring you into spring, our spring. Okay, so Diane, wow, from Scotland, hello, and it's snowing bad. Yeah, it's cold here. I mean, I cannot believe how cold it was. I was working in the Magick bar today because I was getting a lot of things ready. Being, in the new moon energy, it's very timely to make certain things in the shop. So I'm working back there, and very drafty, really, really cold. I mean, cold with a capital COXQ. And if you're thinking, well, that doesn't spell cold, guess what? It's cold enough to make you forget how to spell. So, anywho, let's see. Oh, Diane, you shared it, so I'm going to do a reading for you. Thank you very much. And what do we get for you? This is an interesting one. Perthro. This is all about a leap of faith. Okay, kind of moving forward, even if you don't know where it's going to take you. This is the time to kind of trust that guidance, those little nudges that you're getting. I think that you've been getting them for a while, and you're not sure about them, but this is the time now to just kind of have the faith and just move forward and start listening to that higher self. Because what's going to happen is the signs will get more and more clear the more that you listen. It's like flexing a muscle. So the more you do it, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Okay, so now is the time to take that leap of faith and really follow through with what feels right. Okay, so let's see. All right, I'm going to have time for about 3 more. And again, if whatever's going on up in my feed is skipping people, I apologize, but I'm doing my best. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Got a few more. Oh, good. Yeah, thank you. Aren't they cute little cards? I love these. They're like little wooden cards and everything. My husband got them, and I was teaching him how to do the readings off of this, and he rocked it. He's a natural for runes, and I was liking the feel of them so much. And I've never read with rune cards before and everything, but I like these. So anyway. Let's see. Are there any tea infusers with the rose quartz crescent moon charms left? Yes, there are. There are. I have probably about a half dozen left, Pamela. Okay, so, and if I have time for a card, yes, I do. Okay, and you've gotten strength. as well. Okay, and this is a time for determination, for digging in and just kind of really trusting yourself, trusting that gut, no matter who or what says, and also for standing up for yourself. Okay, I'm feeling that more for you, that now is the time to stand up for yourself and really show your strength. Okay, so I got 2 more. Let's see. Joyce. Okay, I'm going to pull for you, and then I'll have time for maybe 1 or 2 more after that. Okay. I only like to go to 7:30 for 2 reasons. 1, I don't like to wear out my welcome, and 2, we have dinner reservations, so I don't want to keep my husband waiting too long. Okay, so Joyce, your card is, we have the Warrior, okay, and Energy Rising. Okay, now, and basically now is the time to kind of let your power be shown. Okay, now is the time to spread your wings. Do not hold back your shine. Okay, and we tend to be very conservative and check our energy a lot, and trying not to shine too brightly, but it's your shine is needed in this world right now. Please let her rip. Okay, all right. So, Brianna, oh, you had the Manipura tea. Very nice. Yeah, we have some new chakra tea in, and Manipura is that's a good one. Very nice. Very, very timely right now. Okay. So, let's see, Miss Debbie. Okay, Debbie Brewster. Okay, you're up. Okay, so let's see what card we have. I see you got happiness. Okay, so this one, maybe it's because you're happy that we're working together right now. But now is the time, again, to allow yourself to be happy. I think you tend to overthink things, and this is really more about just finally, yes, you have you've done well, and now is the time to just kind of sit back and savor where you are, the hard work that you've done on yourself. You can stop worrying, okay, and just appreciate right now. Okay, and Lori Shipley, you're for the final one of the evening. Okay, and what do we got for you? Let's see. Okay, this is a great one to end on, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. Pulling the perfect X marks the spot, Gibo, the gift, just a beautiful coming together of energies. I think you're at a point where everything is really finally starting to come together. Not just, relationship-wise for you, but also your relationship with yourself, and just everything that is happening right now is finally starting to balance in harmony for you, and it's a time to kind of enjoy the synchronicities that are happening, and also to, of course, enjoy the love. Okay, and if I can extend that towards all of you, the thing about, when Valentine's Day comes up, we have a tendency to kind of focus on sometimes, and it's unfortunate because, we're presented in society with such unrealistic expectations and things like that. We're always presented with, and we're focusing on what we don't have during Valentine's Day. And I want you to kind of make a promise to yourself that when this Valentine's Day comes around, please focus on what you do have. And you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have all the gifts, you have all the love of the universe surrounding you at all times. Focus on your guides. Focus on how far you've come, how much you've learned, and how much more you love yourself than you did yesterday and times before that. And take the time to treat yourself and show yourself the love that you are so willing to extend beyond you all the time. So really warm up that heart chakra, fill it up, let it spill out, and turn into a magnet for the type of love that you deserve. Okay, so please have a wonderful weekend. I'm so sorry if I missed you for a reading, but I'll catch you sooner or later, don't worry. And if you ever are interested, you see our website there in the bottom corner, mylightclub.com. You can always book me for a reading. I can go through, I can pull many cards for you, go much more in depth. I would love to work with you. And that is available online. You can book them, and we can do a video call just like this. All right? So, anyway, we will be open tomorrow and Sunday, in the shop from 11 to 6. And please stay warm. And we are open 24/7 on mylightclub.com. And have a wonderful weekend. And as always, blessed be.